Hey everybody, welcome back to another hashtag Lockboss show and giveaway where we're going to be going over some fun stuff together, talking with the LockFather. And lastly, we're going to be announcing this week's 5 lucky winners. So thanks for being here. Of course, we're drinking Topo Chico. Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
And yeah, so excited for you all to be here. And I don't know why, but I feel like the configuration feels different today. Like, does it feel normal to you?
I don't feel normal, so who knows?
Oh, gosh, good stuff. Well, Dad, thanks for being here. I'm excited to dive into it with you here in just a little bit.
Okay, thanks for having me.
All right, let's go and get started here. All right, here we go. So let's start with the post of the week. Well, I actually like to do several posts of the week, as you noticed here. But let's see here. All right, so this comes from Dan. So it looks like Dan won a big bro, a little mini Durex kit, and a van life hat. Very cool, Dan. Thanks for sending that picture in. Next up, we got Mike F. Looks like he got a lock caddy, go, no go. I love that. And also a van life hat. Very good. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments there. I got Vernon. What's up? I see bold letters. I was sitting there reading there for a second. I apologize. I'm gonna not get distracted. Here we go. Next up. Okay. We got this. You know, we always see these going around from time to time, and it looks like someone here created one. The Locksmith hourly rate. What do we got cooking here? So now, Dad, I'm going to read them.
Okay.
And I want your input on this. Okay. Minimum 100 an hour. If you watch, it's 180 an hour. If you help, it's 200 an hour. If you worked on it first, we got 300 an hour. And if you tell me how to do my job, it's covering the screen up, our little pictures, but I believe it's $4.99.
Sounds good to me. It's amazing how these people think they know how to do your job. Then you ask them, well, how come I'm here?
Yeah.
Politely.
Yeah. So, I mean, talk to me a little about this. Like, I mean, at what point when you're out doing some locksmithing type work, okay, and a customer is there, like at what point, like, are you okay with them looking over your shoulder the whole time?
You get uncomfortable. Yeah, because, you know, I understand because you're in their house, you know, they want to make sure you're not looking around, I guess.
Sure.
Because they're worried.
Yeah.
You know, but when they say, well, how come you did it that way? Well, this is the way we do it. And
yeah,
that's it. But if they bother me too much, I say, you got to leave me alone so I can do my job politely.
Okay. So yeah, let's talk about that politely, right? Because I think this is where like the nuance of the poster, I mean, it's a great conversation starter, right? Because that's how we feel. Like when you read that a lot of times, you have a little bit of pressure that maybe the job you're doing, you're under a time crunch, this or that. You have someone behind you watching, or they messed it up, all of that kind of stuff. So if a customer gets too involved with you, how, or maybe one of your locksmiths, like what are you trying to tell them? Like, how do you get a little separation there?
You say, well, I do have other jobs to go to after yours, so I got to concentrate on what I'm doing and not be talking. I apologize, but I got to get going.
Yeah.
And we know some of us locksmiths do like to talk without naming names, you know, and it's just, you know, because you got to create so much a day to pay your bills.
Yeah. And so you'll just nicely, depending on the situation, just try to move it along a little bit, or just let them know, hey, you know, nice chatting with you, but I got to get this done. I got to get this done.
Right.
Okay. That worked out pretty good. Like, do you ever get resistance with that?
No, they say, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, that's okay. I just got to get this done.
Do you ever have the ones that come back like a minute later? They're like, okay, we gave you a minute.
Well, a couple minutes.
Yeah.
No, it can be tough on people.
Yeah.
Especially when you're new, I sweat a lot when I'm nervous,
Yeah.
and boy, it's dripping all over everything. It's horrible.
Oh man, I know. I try to be, because of that and like being involved there. I think the hard part where it actually gets frustrating is when you have a lock, you have this job you're doing, and it's not going right.
Yes.
And so, like in your head, you should have already been out of there.
Right.
You're not. You're still troubleshooting. You're still trying to figure it out, and then the customer, it's kind of like, what's going on? Like,
well, the worst thing for a customer to say to me is, "Oh, don't you know what you're doing?"
Does that upset you?
Oh man, that hits a nerve quick.
It does.
And I say, well, we all have our off days.
Yeah.
And I drop the part and I'm trying to find it. So I don't have an extra.
As you have your Slim Jim in their drain trying to fish something up.
And it's happened to 99% of us.
Oh yeah.
So it can happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember I was doing a deadbolt light. It was like one of my first deadbolt installations. And I had done them, like practicing, but it was like out in my van doing my first one. I mean, guys, I drilled a whole, that's a little exaggeration, but it was not level.
Freehanded? Because you have a jig.
No, there's a jig in there, but how I positioned, I didn't square my drill up. Yeah. Right? And I tried to get it done, and I'm trying to, so I go to put the deadbolt.
Is that why your house is on a slant?
Yeah. And I put it together, and like I could get it to work, but it was really tight. This is my first one, right? And so you're immediately, next thing you know, the customer is like wanting to go.
Yep, they're in a hurry sometimes.
They're in a hurry, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, you're trying to troubleshoot, but as soon as you start getting that mode, you don't work your best. Right, because like you're not thinking through, right. Not thinking clearly.
Right.
So, but
and that's why they make goof rings.
Yeah, hey, I was able to actually just
make it just.
Well, I just put my jig back on,
right,
and I just drilled straight.
Right.
And so the only thing that wasn't right was just the inside of the holes were okay because I had it on.
When you put the lock on, were you able to square it and you couldn't see the hole?
Yeah, I couldn't square it because of the pieces that go.
Right.
On the inside of the deadbolt. Right. And so thank goodness I just had to re-drill, but it's actually in Dalton where that is. And every once in a while I'll drive by there and I'm like, even though that's 20 years ago, it still gets to you.
Oh yeah.
Right. But anyways, that's Lockjaw says, if you get nervous, imagine the customer in their underwear. Works like a charm.
Yeah, can you imagine me?
Oh man, that's good. Yeah, that's Ed says shoulder surfing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this meme. Is what it really does is it exaggerates. It's like a hyperbole of real situations, right? It just exaggerates the reality that how it feels sometimes.
Absolutely.
Right. Yep. It's not about actually of course. No one's charging more when someone looks over your shoulder, or are they?
Right.
But right. So,
are they? I got that.
That's good. But anyways, okay, we'll carry on here. That's good though. I was excited to talk to you about that. I know you'd like that.
Good one.
All right, what do we got up next year? Okay, comment of the week. So as I have a question, this is from B Strickler. I think B Strickler is on here. So, hey, how's it going? He says, I have a question. Do you guys have any plans to do a kit for something like a 25 pack of the top 5 high security keys like you do for the transponder keys, residential keys, or would it be too narrow of a selection to make that reasonable? That's an absolutely great question, and I don't know why we actually don't already have one and why I haven't done a video on the top 5. So I'll do both. You'll see an assortment and you'll see a video about that. That'll be good.
Top 5 or top 25?
Top 5 high security keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be a good one. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going here. All right, so yeah, let's talk to the lock file a little bit. You know, we did that a little bit ago. So fill us in. So last time we talked, your van got into the wreck.
Right.
No one was hurt.
Right.
And you ended up getting a lot of money from what you were expecting.
Amazing. Huh?
But at the time, you actually had not got the money. Now, all of us know the difference between being owed money and actually having the money, right?
I did get the money the next day after live.
Oh, you did?
Yes. The next day, the check was in the mail.
Okay. And then you were getting ready to drive down to Arizona?
In California for 2 weeks.
No, for the van.
Oh, yeah. No, I already went.
You already went. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So you got that. Is that van on the road?
We finished it. I got it all lettered up. Brian wanted to do the interior.
Okay.
And he got it all done, and he's driving it right now.
Oh, very cool.
And then Matt's van he can have back.
Okay.
He's been working in the shop more instead out in the field because we're down people.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're down some staff members right now?
Yeah, and another guy just left. So we got 2 vans down. We have more work outside than we can handle right now because we're missing 2 people.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that?
How do you deal with it? Try to get another guy. We got another guy up and running to go out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's been a lot more field work than the shops have been a little slow, which surprised me. But that's what happens. You know, it's hot and cold sometimes.
Yeah.
So you have these extra people doing nothing. Well, we try to send them out with the guys so they can learn. So when there is a shortage of jobs inside, that they can maybe take an extra van and go do simple stuff like a house rekey or whatnot.
Okay.
But it is amazing how you think it's a simple rekey, but the customers bring the locks in, here they are. Well, they're not trained, all of them, how to take them off. Or
okay. So it's like they've rekeyed them in the shops, but then they go out into the field and they're like, how do you get that thing off?
Right. But they're learning.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, we all have to learn everything, right?
Absolutely.
As far as the job goes.
Right.
And it's kind of like, I know they're not popular anymore, but it was like the quick set Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, do I use the one removal key or the other removal key, right? Now, after a while, you realize.
Right.
But at first, you know, in the shop, that's not an issue.
Yeah, then they came out with the Titan levers where you had to have a lever key to remove.
Yeah, with the big nose on it.
Right.
Yep.
But yeah, everything keeps changing.
Yeah.
And you know, the Schlegel used to have the blue keys.
Yep.
And they're still out there.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many are out there still.
Sure.
But you know, everybody's learning.
Yeah. How are gas prices treating you?
They're still not bad up here.
How much are they?
Oh, I'd say about $4.30. You know,
$4.30.
Yeah. When I was on vacation in California with a motorhome, $5.80 was the most I paid in Arizona and California. I thought I was going to break the bank. Can't wait to see my visa. And then coming north, it got cheaper, you know, in Utah and Montana, but it's pretty expensive down there. That's why everybody gets paid that much more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Than North Idaho.
Sure.
But gas is, you know, concern.
Yeah.
Oil, you know.
And did you up your trip charges?
Yeah, we won another $5.
Okay.
Just trying to keep ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Because, you know, oil, filter, that's we've used the service to change, and they were $100 now. Well, we've been trying to do a little bit of our own because we don't. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, when you have to do it every month.
Sure.
And you know, you save half of that doing it yourself.
Absolutely. Cool.
But it's, you know, a lot of costs involved. When it's slower, it helps.
Yeah.
Because you can spend all the money in the world, and then you have none.
Yeah.
To run the company.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've been there. Off and on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a challenging, between some of the costs going on and the labor market,
So we all just had to pay taxes. That's no fun.
Yeah.
That almost killed me. Day before you go on vacation, and they say, "Oh, you got to pay."
I mean, what were you thinking when that was going on?
I really didn't think I was going to have to pay. And I almost had a heart attack. But we'll get through it like we get through everything. One day at a time.
There you go. There you go. That's
life.
It's life, right?
Yep.
Now, last question for you on the Stinger.
Yep.
I mean, is it almost film ready? Where are we at on that?
Well, today I was putting the stereo in it.
Stereo? So you put some subwoofers in it too, or
yeah,
what?
No. I don't need that boom, boom. Just some good old country tunes, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Gas tank, the reason it was cutting out, gas tank was full of silicone type stuff.
Okay.
So we drained it and got it going good. I mean, it ran beautifully when I took it back to the store.
Yeah.
And I'll be driving it around quite a bit, trying some lockouts with it.
Cool.
Got some equipment in it. Got to put the rekeying kit in it still. And,
okay.
Just getting ready. Hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll be able to film it,
cool.
if you want.
Yeah.
To show how it is. But it's...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to film it again just so I can drive it.
Yeah, all the lettering's done. I mean, it looks...
It's fun to drive.
Yeah, it is. Everybody was looking at me the other day when I was driving it.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
Yeah. That's good stuff.
It's great. Any of the oddball stuff, like I say, you can get through your company for advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
It's more for advertisement than anything.
Yeah, like it's because it's unique and different.
Absolutely.
You get more attention.
Yes. And in business, you want as much attention as you can get.
Sure. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, sounds good. Well, thanks for coming on here and hanging out. I'm really excited to do a video on the Stinger.
Yeah.
And here coming up soon, everybody, we're going to be filming the Medico battle.
Oh,
are you excited about that?
Sure. That'd be cool.
Putting the Key Express up against the OEM Medico machine.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice machine.
Yeah.
The MX1.
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
KX1.
KX1.
Yeah.
No, it's...
I'd be excited to see both of you battle it out with it.
And I heard you tell Phil that I'd like one, and you're
right,
I
would. So good stuff. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and move on into this week's winners. So let's go over the rules. Make sure we're all on the same page. So what to do if you win. You want to email us your shipping info to sales@CLKsupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and we'll send your gifts soon. How to win. Comment on our videos with the hashtag Lockboss. Winners will be chosen from comments on the previous week's videos. So there you have it. That's how it works. And it's time to announce them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to announce the names or you want me to?
No, you can.
Okay, here we go. Winner number 1 this week is Upgrade Guy.
Congratulations.
Upgrade Guy, congrats. Here we go. Winner number 2 is Roger Can. Roger Can, congratulations. Very good. Here we go. Winner number 3 is Lock Mechanic Locksmith. Lock Mechanic Locksmith, congrats. Here we go. Winner number 4 is EDM Security. Congratulations. And last but not least, winner number 5, figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, I got excited.
Is Paul Aiden. Paul Aiden, congratulations. Good stuff. And of course, right, we have our Lockboss Polo going on. It is a nice polo. Free for any order over $432.10. So that's pretty cool. It's been a shocking in the first week how many of those we sold. Like, really? Not even just included with orders, but sold. So it's pretty cool. But hey, guys, while we're here really quick, before we get off, let me just go through the comments and say hi to some of you. Let's see. The Country Lock and Key Scooter, Lockjaw says. Yes, you did hear us right. A Medico battle coming up. Medico biaxle we'll be putting out here shortly. You need to fit a frame in on the moped. That'd be cool. That'd be good. Let's see here. I think 8 miles a gallon in the motorhome.
Yeah, it sort of sucked.
Yeah, let's see here. 150. 631 for stopping by. Locks NY, man, we're gonna have to have you back on. It's been a few minutes since we've had you on here. Let's see here. Yeah, Ed says, I personally don't like being shoulder surfed by folks when I'm trying to focus on doing my job correctly and with precision. I politely request they give me space I need to do their job. That's good. I try to be extra sensitive when I have people at my house doing work. Outside of when they first come, I don't talk to them.
Well, when you doing a lockout and using a long rod, that thing's long, and they want to be right there. And I almost hit them upside the head with it because they're standing there.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, you need to back up because this thing's going to hit you."
Yeah. Adrian says, I tell them it's my first day.
Now they're worried, right?
Oh man. The CSN being charged. I hate when they don't understand. Odin says, I hate when they don't understand that the charge is by keyholes, not by doors.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a challenge.
Yeah, especially when it's a double deadbolt. They don't understand. It's 2 times the money,
Absolutely. Thanks, CLK. I am working, bid a job, and you're about 2,000 less than the other suppliers. Thank you. Well, cool. That works out good, Vernon. Thanks for the business. Very much. Very cool. Cheryl says, loves the LockFather. Good stuff, Thanks. Everybody. Well, hey, just want to hang out for a few minutes at the end. Great being with you all.
We had one customer ordered all this hardware. We got all the hardware in. And then they said it's supposed to fit 2-inch. The average hardware fits 1 3/8 to 1 3/4.
Yes.
Not 2 inches.
Yes.
You can call every supplier and nobody stocks extra stuff for 2-inch.
Okay.
The CLK stocks stuff for 2-inch.
Ooh, that's a good question. Put me on the spot a little bit. I like that.
And I should know this, but I didn't bother asking you.
So do you know, is this a trick question? Do you know the answer, or are you asking me?
I'm asking.
Ooh,
because this job's about.
Is it deadbolts, knobs?
All deadbolts.
Deadbolts.
Extra long screws. All they got to do is carry extra long screws and tail pieces.
So I want to say, and we can go look after this.
Okay.
But I want to say that for deadbolts, we do have some extension kits.
Oh, let's hope so, because I can sell $8,000 job.
Well, I don't know if I have $8,000 worth of them.
Okay.
But we can see.
Well, good. But you would think you and other suppliers would carry just, you might have to spray paint them to match whatever color it is, but.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that when anyone looks at when you're stocking inventory, right? the only way it works typically is if you move it.
Right, and I understand.
And so, I
had a bunch of 2-inch.
Yeah.
I had a few.
Yeah.
But I always keep a lot of 5-inch back sets and stuff.
Sure.
Just because that does happen. Not necessarily the right finish they need, but I have it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like all that oddball stuff because they're going to be charged for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I think I saw a comment here. Oh, I like AZ Sky King says, I just talk their ear off until they leave.
Right on. And I like that 1.5-inch mortise thing you put on.
Oh, yeah. That came from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That using that extra. I'm going to get to those comments too.
Oh, okay.
That they have listed there. But yeah, that's a good little trick to know.
Yeah.
Right? That little collar.
Yep.
So, well, good stuff, everybody. Nice. Thanks for hanging out with us here at the end. And yeah, well, we have some good videos coming out. And for those of you who've been asking actually for some stuff more kind of behind the scenes with CLK, I don't know if you saw the announcement we did, but I went on the Locksmith United Zoom call with Wayne Witten. We actually talk about, team members or employees and that kind of stuff. And I kind of really went into some of the struggles that I've had and everything that kind of comes with that. And that'll be coming out here in the next week or so. And I hope you guys really enjoy that, to hear kind of what we do behind the scenes, what it looks like, and should be interesting. So
I saw the TikTok with Ian.
I haven't seen that yet.
Good.
Is it?
Yeah, it was fun.
I saw it pop up, but I haven't had a chance.
His voice isn't his voice.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
Unless that's the voice I haven't heard.
Yeah, well, and the funny part is, by the way, some people, it's like, so we've been putting out some shorts and that kind of stuff. The cool part about that, okay, is that is Connor, Megan, and Kylie and Ian. I don't think they all do it together every time, but those 4 actually kind of make up the TikToks, and so or the YouTube shorts. So I actually see those when they go live with you guys. So it's always kind of fun to see them. I love the comments. Someone keeps putting hashtag no more shorts, But I think they're fun, and I think it's a nice mixture of, besides just the, the content that that we're hammering out with more technical type
it
stuff.
makes it fun for the employees too.
Mm-hmm.
We like a fun workplace, even the LockFather.
Likes a fun workplace.
I think I screw around more than any of the other people.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. So I think it was fun. I'll as soon as we get off here, I'll watch that and see that one with Ian and stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. You'll have a great evening, and we will see y'all. Talk to y'all next week, same place, same time.
See ya.
You guys have a good. Can't talk. Everyone, I hope you have a good night. There we go. We'll see ya.